You will do exactly as I say, or you are finished here.
The marble floors of the Harrington Grand Hotel reflected everything: crystal chandeliers, gold railings, polished shoes, and power. But they never reflected truth. Not until that morning. Lena Carter stood perfectly still in the center of the lobby, her spine straight, her hands folded in front of her beige uniform. Her gloves were still damp from cleaning glass doors at dawn. She was 24, quiet, and invisible, just another maid in a five-star hotel where people like her were trained to disappear. Across from her stood Veronica Hale. Veronica was dressed in black, tailored, expensive, sharp. Her blonde hair was pulled into a flawless bun, not a strand out of place. Everything about her announced authority: the click of her heels, the tension in her jaw, the cold precision in her eyes. "I told you," Veronica said, her voice low but venomous, "that this mirror was not to be touched." Lena swallowed. "Ma'am, I followed the cleaning schedule given by housekeeping." "The mirror." "Don't explain yourself," Veronica snapped. "You people always explain." The lobby had gone quiet. Other staff stood frozen near the staircase. Guests slowed their steps. No one intervened. They never did. Veronica raised her gloved hand. Not to strike, but close enough. A threat wrapped in silk. Lena did not flinch. She had learned long ago that flinching only gave people satisfaction. Behind them, near the grand staircase, a man had stopped walking. His name was William Harrington. And this was his hotel. He had returned unannounced after 6 months overseas, planning to quietly observe operations before officially stepping back into leadership. At 62, with silver hair and sharp eyes, he had built an empire by noticing details others ignored. Like fear. Like silence. Like the way a young maid stood motionless while a powerful woman tried to crush her dignity. William's gaze narrowed. "Is there a problem here?" he asked calmly. Veronica froze mid-motion. She turned slowly, her expression shifting instantly, from rage to polished surprise. "Mr. Harrington," she said with a practiced smile. "I didn't realize you were back." "I came in through the front door," William replied. "Hard to miss." His eyes returned to Lena. "What happened?" Veronica spoke quickly. "This employee was careless. She nearly damaged a custom Italian mirror worth more than her annual salary." Lena remained silent. William studied her face. Not defiant. Not careless. Just tired. "Is that true?" he asked Lena. She hesitated. The rule was simple: maids did not contradict management. But something in William's eyes wasn't like the others. "No, sir," she said softly. "The mirror was already loose. I reported it last week." Veronica laughed sharply. "Of course you did." William did not smile. "Who supervises maintenance requests?" he asked. Veronica hesitated. "That would be me." William nodded once. Then he said, "Put your hand down." The room went still. Veronica blinked. "Excuse me." "I said," William repeated evenly, "put your hand down." Slowly, reluctantly, Veronica lowered her arm. William turned to Lena. "You're dismissed. Take your break." Lena hesitated again. "Yes, sir," she said, and walked away, her legs trembling only once she was out of sight. Veronica leaned closer to William. "You undermined me in front of staff." "No," he replied. "I stopped you from making a mistake." She forced a smile. "She's just a maid." William looked at her then. And his voice dropped. "So was my mother." That night, William reviewed staff records. Lena Carter. Orphaned at 15. Put herself through community college while working 2 jobs. Never late. Never written up. Transferred twice after reporting misconduct. William closed the file slowly. This wasn't an isolated incident. It was a pattern. The next morning, he arrived early, earlier than anyone expected, and watched from a distance. He saw Veronica snap her fingers at staff. He saw supervisors look away. He saw fear disguised as professionalism. And then he saw Lena again. Cleaning quietly. Invisible. He approached her gently. "Walk with me." Lena nearly dropped her cloth. "Yes, sir." They walked through the lobby. "Do you like working here?" William asked. She chose her words carefully. "I'm grateful for the job." That wasn't the question. She hesitated. "Then, I work here because I need to." William stopped walking. "So did my mother," he said. Lena looked up, surprised. "She cleaned offices at night," he continued. "People spoke to her the way Veronica spoke to you yesterday." Lena said nothing. "She taught me something," William said. "That dignity isn't given. It's defended." He met her eyes. "Would you be willing to tell me everything?" 2 weeks later, the hotel held an emergency board meeting. Veronica entered confident. She left unemployed. Audio recordings. Written complaints. Witness testimonies. William had uncovered years of abuse, maids humiliated, fired for speaking up, forced into silence. Veronica's reputation collapsed in a single afternoon. That evening, William gathered the staff. "I failed you," he said. "And I will not fail again." New policies. Anonymous reporting. Promotions from within. And then he did something no one expected. He offered Lena a training position in guest relations. She hesitated. "I'm not qualified." William smiled. "Neither was I, once." The lobby looked the same. But it felt different. Lena stood at the front desk now, confident, respected. William watched from the balcony above. And for the first time in a long time, the marble floors reflected something new. Justice. Never underestimate the quiet ones. They're often the strongest in the room. And sometimes, the one watching already knows the truth.